Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So right now we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. There's no real time frame that we're working within. I'm kind of just done with that. So basically, whenever you find this, even if you're not Capricorn or have Capricorn in your chart, whenever you come across this, that's when your soul wants to give you this message, this guidance. So let me just finish shuffling. I got quite a few new decks. Kind of nervous about using that deck for the first time, but we shall see. All right. So Capricorn, I asked your collective energy, what is this reading going to be about, to kind of give me an idea of what we're going to talk about. And it was a little bit concerning. I do have Capricorn in my chart. There's things being done in the shadows, but they can't stop you. So this tells me that you've been doing a lot of work. Okay, you've been putting in a lot of work and really getting all your ducks in a row. And so with that, it's looking like you're getting ready to manifest something pretty intense, a very significant portion of your journey. And there are those who are watching who don't want that to happen. It might be people within your inner circle. It might be people who are simply observing and you don't realize you're being observed. But we're definitely going to try and get you as much clarity as possible so that you can avoid any of the BS, okay? So here we go. This card keeps coming up. Came up a few times yesterday. Quite a few times, actually. Let me just shuffle this one more time. Okay. So it's kind of going with the feeling that I was being given. All right, let's get you some more cards. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so here goes. Card number 4, Against the Grain. It looks as though you are naked in your truth at this point, Capricorn. You are absolutely entering into a phase of your journey where it's just your pure authenticity. No more of that BS. You're totally just, you know what, I'm going to do me. I'm going to really embrace this journey. I'm really going to do all the things, well, maybe not all, but a lot of the things I was afraid to do before, I'm going to start doing it. I'm just going to go for it. And that makes it very difficult for the general public or whoever to continue to control you. Whenever I see this card and I see the seagulls, I think of that animation, Finding Nemo, where the seagulls, what they say is mine, mine, mine. So it's like they don't want you to leave the group. They don't want you to no longer be accessible. Do they need access to you, though? That's the real question. There are so many people that should not have access to you in any way, shape, or form because their intention is just not honorable. Your next card, the Brother in Darkness, Overcoming Negative Energy with Feminine Power. So again, everyone has both feminine and masculine in their field at all times. You possess both. And you're needing to allow more of that feminine to rise up, okay? It's a little bit of an imbalance. When the feminine is allowed to rise up and become more equal with the masculine energies, you become more sure-footed. And I think that's what this is kind of alluding to, that you're not totally sure-footed right now, despite being a Capricorn, a sea goat. I mean, goats are supposed to be sure-footed, right? You're not feeling that right now. And that's because the terrain that you're on, it's not your usual, okay? And so because it's a little bit different than what you're used to, you're still a little questioning yourself a little bit. And that's okay, but just know that you do have those in your circle not necessarily circle of friends, but in your spiritual circle who do support and defend you. Okay? You don't have to feel or continue to believe that you're going about this journey by yourself, because you're really not. You're really, really not. So you have to begin consciously choosing to overcome the negative attempts on you and whatever projects you're working on, because it feels like this has to do with a project. I don't know if it's with work or if some of you are creating some sort of project with a group of friends. I just keep getting that for some, if you are having a project with a group of friends, be careful, because there's someone in that group that could very well destroy the whole project. They're just, I don't know. The feeling is that they're not honorable. Like they're doing this for very selfish reasons. And it's a negative type of selfishness, because there's a selfishness that's tied to self-love, where you have to put yourself first. You have to put your needs first. Some people think that's selfish, whatever. That's a healthy selfish. But this selfish is just like greed. Like they want the credit. They want the rewards. They want the recognition. And they're willing to throw anyone under the bus to get this. Like they will use people, you included. And honestly, I think it's especially you. I think you're the one that, for some, I think you're the one that's being used. So just kind of keep an eye on that, okay? Allow your intuition to guide you and keep an eye on that. If this is resonating, definitely keep an eye on it, all right? I'm also told keep a journal. I don't know why. Keep a journal. I'm assuming to document all the things that you're noticing about this individual, or it seems like this individual at least has one other person that is totally in cahoots. And it might just be that I don't trust anyone. Who knows? But this is the feeling that I'm getting. Totally the feeling that I'm getting. So your next set of cards, card number 32, faith in the process. You're probably exhausted at this point. Hang in there. Hang in there, Capricorn. You're not being left on the side of the road. If need be, you'll be carried. Okay? Hang in there. You're still getting all the guidance that you need. Notice the two birds. That's your higher self guiding you through this process. This process is difficult because, again, it's taking you out of your comfort zone. It's really almost like forcing you to be more of your authentic self. And unfortunately, the environment that we live in, the societies that we live in, being your authentic self isn't always received very well. A lot of people become uncomfortable when you don't adhere to what society dictates. So, rising sun, the divine solar child reborn. Look at that. This is an intense looking card. I'm going to have to pull out the book for this because it kind of, it raises my frequency so high that it makes me want to just go to sleep. Hold on. Okay. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness, persistence. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. Oh, that's deep. That gave me tingles. Because it totally ties into what we were just talking about. Don't give up. You're right there already. And if you need to be carried across that finish line, you will be. Don't give up. For some of you, this is a major project. Maybe a handful of you, maybe less than a handful. It feels as though whatever this project is actually affects quite a bit of humanity, like the forward trajectory of our evolution. So it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. Granted, it might not be for everyone, but there's a couple of you, probably less than a handful, this really is directed at. So if you feel like it's you, don't give up. Seriously, don't give up. Okay. Card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. This is a card that's been coming up quite a bit in all the other readings yesterday. This is a call for you to pull your energy back to you. Okay. Pull all of that you've spread across, pull it back to you and begin a cocooning type of phase where you allow yourself to sit in stillness and quiet, no distractions, almost like a hermit phase. You're needing to grow yourself right now. Your main focus should be you and your growth. And in that focus, in that growing, you're going to come up with ways that will really, really greatly impact the development of humanity. And for some, this is done through others witnessing you and your self-healing journey. For others, it's going to be a huge platform where you're going to be seen, highly visible. Whatever this project is, it's huge. I can't emphasize that enough. And initiation, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. This is freaking gorgeous. I'm gonna do my makeup like that later. I'm not. I'm too lazy. I don't feel good. All right, let me find the. There you go. When you're being spiritually initiated into the mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of deep challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the learning, growth, or wisdom that can be summoned to turn the challenge into an opportunity for healing. While the scorching heat of Ra seeks to burn through any resistance, the Lady Isis with compassion and cleverness will protect you from burning and instead enable you to be nourished and grow from the light of Ra. Let Isis help you pass a test of intense growth as you strive with new life, or as you thrive with new life. Okay. So this card urges you to honor life as a gift and treat any challenge or pressure as a way for you to grow into a brighter and pure light capable of great spiritual service on this planet. That spiritual service includes growing an ability to be able to love freely and beyond limits, to love with courage and faith. So a lot of testing going on, testing of your boundaries, testing of your tenacity, your willingness to keep going. A lot of testing going on, and that's okay because I feel like you can handle it. I am having issues. All right. Not really having issues, but my frequency is going crazy. Hold on one second. All right. So let's get you more cards. One moment. Oh, interesting. Oh, this card comes up too quite a bit. Card number 3, Sleeping Beauty's Dream. You have so much on your mind. You don't allow too many people in your thoughts. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. They don't need to know most of what goes on in your head. Okay? That's a very, very good thing. Now, you have to keep balance though, Capricorn, because there is this potential risk of you being so closed off mentally that it prevents you from sharing of some of the things that need to be shared, the intellectual things. So just really keep an eye on the way you feel. Okay, really observe. Am I withholding information because I'm afraid or because I feel like that's what needs to be done? If you're doing something out of fear, you need to explore that further. Okay? Definitely explore that further. If you feel like so-and-so shouldn't know, then so-and-so should not know. Okay? It's very different when it's just general fear that's keeping you feeling like you have to hide. All right. Next, we have Abracadabra, card number 34. Look at that. Ascension. Look at her hair. Her personal power is rising up, much like the Fibonacci sequence. The stars are guiding you. You're getting galactic downloads. Let's see what this... Let me see. Magic, secrets, patterns, destiny. Rising from a kingdom of skyscrapers, a giant woman glows in the cityscape. She's so tall, she can touch the stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxes a future from the constellations. There is such order in the universe, in the golden ratio of a nautilus shell, or patterns in the starry night. We can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are the magicians of our own lives. So Capricorn, this is telling you, you have the ability to unlock all of this. Now notice, there was a lot of oh shit. You have a fortress within your mind, and in that fortress is contained great information, ancient, esoteric information. Capricorn, you're being asked to step forward beyond just your own life. Holy shit. You are the key to unlock the esoteric fortress. All of the zodiac signs play a specific role. Some are guardians of stargates, some are, this, some are that. Capricorn, you contain the information. You're the fortress that holds that esoteric information safe. Card number 7, Pure Nature. You're at that tight blossom. You're being asked to bloom, to open, and showcase. Hold on. Grace, blooming youth, freshness. This young girl is flourishing as she develops into a woman. She loves her body and is aware of her unique beauty. Just as this girl does, cherish the beauty nature has given to you, which is the fortress. That's why you have the characteristics that you have. That's that Capricorn personality. I get it. See the softness and grace and keep the secrets of youth in your heart. The red peony symbolizes respect and honor, ideals that must be recognized in ourselves before we can genuinely share our true nature with others. And that's interesting because peonies at one point were actually used for exorcisms. Interesting little factoid. It's a very protective plant. Very, very interesting, Capricorn. Very interesting. I'm going to pull some cards from this other deck just because I need to. Or I mean, I want to, not because I need to. Let's see. I want to give you guys a little bit more information. And flipped. Let's do a couple more. All right. Shit. Okay. Okay. 9 of Wands. So let's see here. First, we have the Blasted Tower, Lord of the Hosts of the Mighty. There's a lot of information on these cards. A lot. Kabbalah and all kind of stuff. Hold on. Tower. Okay. A blast of lightning renders total destruction and clears the way for new forms to emerge. An outline of the Tree of Life appears at either side of the tower. The Sephiroth, black on one side and white on the other, suggesting the wide open scope this card may cover. The symbol of Mars appears at upper left card. Ambition, fighting, war, courage, destruction, and ruin, change, breakdown of beliefs. This is intense. So it's through Capricorn's. Shit. My head hurts. It's a lot of information. So basically, Capricorn are like vaults of information. Something wants the information. Okay. Definitely not something to be afraid of, because you also have some Mars energy, which is war. Whatever they bring to your doorstep, you can absolutely tackle. You can take it on and you can conquer it. Okay. Next is the Hanged Man. Look at that. Spirit of the Mighty Waters. And that's good because Capricorn is a sea goat. The inverted Ankh is in harmony with the inverted man. The Ankh and the rose cross symbol the supreme formula of adeptness and the sacrifice that has to be undertaken to complete any great work. The inverted figure forms a cross upon an equilateral triangle, representing the descent of light into darkness. The serpent on the right foot suggests both creator and destroyer. The symbol for water appears at the left center and the symbol for Neptune at the right center. This means enforced sacrifice, loss, suffering, suspension. So there's, and it ties into the tower. They're going to try some shit in the darkness, in the shadows. I mean, that is the title of this video, that things are being done in shadow, but they can't stop you. They just can't. And then you also get the 9 of Wands. Hold on. Here we go. The 9 of Wands. And it's amazing. Lord of great strength. So 8 crossed wands are seen behind one upright wand. The tops of the wands are decorated with bird skulls, arrowheads, suns, and flowers. The suns imply the great strength of this card. The bottoms of the wands include hooks, discs, arrows, feathers, and serpents. Above and below the wands appear the symbol for Sagittarius. This means tremendous power, unshakable force, Herculean strength, great success, strife and energy, victory preceded by apprehension and fear. Health, good recovery, intractable, fond of external appearance. So, they're trying. Fuck that shit. That's how cards talk to me. They're trying. Fuck that shit. We're not, no, that's enough. That's just enough. So this is the progression of things. You will feel afraid. You will feel moments where you question yourself and you wonder, am I doing the right thing? Can I take this on? How could I possibly go against whatever this challenge is? Because you're strong and you're badass and you got this. That's how. You can't stop you. You're a Capricorn. Come on, Capricorn. No one can make you do shit you don't want to do. No one. Let's see. Let's get you a final card from your soul. Let us see. Card number 40, Blessing of Al-Kahim. Whoa, hold on, guys. So sorry. I did get sick with my kids. Still, there goes. Card number 40. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is opinion. Bewilderment is vision. The gift of wisdom, the blessing of Al-Hakim, gurgles up from your heart. Her blessing is evoked by life, like the laughter of a babe joyfully responding to the playful tickle of the mother's hand. Wisdom can make divine sense of anything, especially of that where logic is blinded. How I revere the blessing of Al-Hakim, of wisdom, for she is precious and welcome to me now and always, the dear friend who brings me such peace. A blessing of divine wisdom of Al-Hakim is being ministered to your soul, watched over by Rumi himself. This is soul medicine. It is a spiritual gift of healing, prophecy, insight, and the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot have yet. As you receive this gift, this blessing which happens at a soul level, your attitude to life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in assurance that your daily application and effort is enough, and so is your surrender. Mental anguish is soothed, and you're able to accept the unfathomable nature of divinity in its expression of life as expression of itself as life. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of your need to always understand. From this place of increasing stillness, great activity will follow. You may find yourself craving different company with different interests, or finding the world of opinions and debate rather less to your liking, and the world of creative expression more nurturing and nourishing to your essence. If this is the case, this oracle comes as a confirmation to trust in the changes you feel within, in any and all ways, no matter how insignificant or dramatic they may seem. Know that they are seedlings of a new way that shall grow from one step into entirely new and more sacred orientation in your life. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. If you're uncertain about an issue in your life, be at peace. There's divine healing that can occur most readily in the unknown. Follow the sacred honoring ritual and know that all is indeed well. Perhaps you're journeying very deep, and your allegiance to your intellectual mind is softening in favor of allegiance to your heart knowing. So it's time for you to shift gears. Okay, Capricorn, shift gears. When you exist centered in your heart space, it's much harder to breach the mind. Much harder. So that's what you need to do. Okay, more feeling. I know Capricorn isn't really known for feeling, for being sensitive in that way, but you are sensitive. You just don't verbalize it. You keep it locked up in that fortress within your mind. You have a really good poker face, Capricorn, but I know you. I see you. When you feel things, you feel them deeply. And you don't have to play into that stereotype of, Capricorn is emotionless, because that's a lie. That's a lie. Every single one of us feels at such a deep level, and we just differ in our ability and willingness to show and share what those feelings are. So Capricorn, begin leading a heart-centered life, one where you can allow yourself permission to share with those who you trust the way you actually feel. You don't have to lock it all away. Okay. There's a lot of shifting that's going to be going on over these next few days. We are experiencing solar storms, a lot of solar energy coming in and just creating a whirlwind of symptoms, dizziness, sleepiness, overexcitabilities, swinging moods, a lot of foggy thoughts, lack of mental clarity, just a lot of symptoms. Don't allow that to derail you. For those of you that have tremendous work that needs to be done in this life, focus on what needs to be done right now. Okay? There's no point in making lists for things that you feel like need to be done in the next 20 years, 30 years, however many years. Prioritize what needs to be done first. Okay, that's how that project comes to fruition. So I hope this resonates with those that this message needed to be heard by. Thank you guys for sharing this space with me. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell and join me every single time I'm live. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye.